guys, last night, unfortunate happening during preseason. Zach Wilson seems to have, maybe had, I don't know. I don't want to speculate on it, but, it seemed like a pretty bad deal, bad injury that took place. Maybe they said he may have avoided a serious injury. I don't know. The MRI are supposed to come. But what's your guys' takeaway when you're in a situation, you're in a market, a great market, you're possibly in a situation where you can, make good on being a top draft pick as the quarterback of the New York Jets and heading into a very pivotal year. You're in a very pivotal moment. You get an injury that's probably going to keep you out of the entire preseason, possibly could go into the regular season. A lot of people don't play their regular guys in preseason anymore. Does this go down the lane of further having conversations about why is there a preseason? What does that look like? What's your guys' take on this, and what's your diagnosis for what happens next with Zach Wilson?
So it said, I just was looking, it said he has a bone bruise and a slight tear in his meniscus, miss about a month, max 2 to 4 weeks. When I saw it, I said, this don't look good. When you go down like that, non-contact, a lot of times
it's an ACL.
It's a lot more severe. Yeah. And so he escaped. You need preseason games.
Okay.
I believe you need them. Yeah. You can't just not play football for 9 months and then September rolls around and we gonna start playing. The question is, how many games do you need? Zach Wilson is a young quarterback. He needs these reps.
Yeah.
But when you got, I liked what Sean McVay and these younger coaches are doing. My starters ain't playing in the preseason. I know what they can do. When it's time to roll, they're going to be ready to roll. And so,
but that's because he has a veteran group. I mean,
right?
You can't do that when you have
Zach Wilson. No, you can't do that when you're a young guy. If that happens, it just happens.
Right.
I mean, you gotta be out there playing. For him, he's lucky that he escaped a severe injury. But now, how is it going to affect him? Because he's probably going to miss at first 2 games of the season. Probably going to miss.
Who's the next guy up?
Mike White.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's in the house too, but who you guys think it would be?
Joe Flacco.
You think it's Flacco?
Yeah.
They did. Didn't they just come out and say Joe Flacco should still be a starter?
Somebody said that. They did say that.
Mike White last year, it was last year. He hit the Bengals up for 400 yards. He threw for 400 yards against the Bengals last year.
I remember that.
And so they got a quarterback who's won a Super Bowl in Joe Flacco, and they got another quarterback that looks capable. But Zach Wilson needs these reps. It sucks for him. He needs these reps.
Plex.
Yeah. Also, when I saw it go down, I thought it was an ACL also. But when you continue to see these guys getting hurt in the preseason, it just continues to remind us that why the players hate the preseason. But when you're young, you have to be able to go out and get the reps, and he won't be able to do that, going into the season. That's why, ever since the Aaron Rodgers injury, the backup quarterback position has been probably the most coveted position in all the sports. Because when you have an Aaron Rodgers to go down or a Patrick Mahomes, you have to be able to go out and sustain to be able to win some football games if you want to get into the playoffs. And a guy like Joe Flacco, these backup quarterbacks are basically just insurance policies if a Zach Wilson or the starter does go down in the preseason or the regular season. So, looking forward for him, he wasn't playing well to start. He threw a pick 6, I believe, early.
That wasn't his fault, though.
The quarterback. Hey, you've been high on Zach Wilson. I've been saying that he's not the guy.
Zach Wilson too.
You have.
I have.
But out of the group,
that's
out of the rookie quarterback group, I think Desmond Ridder has been looking the best so far, based off of what I've seen last night.
Desmond Ridder is a rookie. He worked with us too, so I'm high on him as well.
Oh, geez.
Right. But yeah, I hope he gets back, and I don't see how you get a bone bruise when you got a non-contact injury. That doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe they are giving an inaccurate report about what his injury is, because you don't get a bone bruise with no contact.
My thing is, how did you figure out it's a bone bruise that quick? Like, don't you got to have
it is noon.
Hey,
it is
how
noon back in New
York. They
York,
always
though.
give you the inaccurate. It's not the meniscus. It's probably the PCL.
Hey, it is.
You know what I mean?
It is 12 o'clock. You know he was up bright and early, 8 a.m. getting that MRI.
The MRI.
So they had some time.
I can understand, like, you seeing a hematoma or something, like some blood buildup or something. How do you go bone bruise so quickly?
Oh, in New York, they got the MRI machine in the locker room
that can see the bone, but they saying they need to do another MRI.
Man, listen, I don't believe it's a bone bruise. There's nothing about that injury that tells me it's a bone bruise.
So the injury could change.
I believe it's going to change.
Is his trajectory changed through this injury? Does this change his trajectory? Because to me,
torn
seemingly,
meniscus for a month? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't believe
do
that.
Do they go with the quarterback that they put in there? If it's Flacco, if it's White, do they go in there?
No. If they go 2-0, they coming right on out when he's ready to go.
You believe that?
Yeah. If they go 2-0, you got to see what he can do.
I'm willing to bet any amount of money that the diagnosis for his injury is going to change.
They saying that's
is he compromised if he has to miss a month's time?
He is.
If he misses the rest of the preseason, nobody going to trip out on that. But the whole deal to miss regular season games, if they get in there and
he's such a good athlete that this will affect him because of his athleticism. Like, he's a really good athlete, man. Like, and I don't think people realize that.
But if he can no longer get out of the pocket, it makes him pretty much one-dimensional.
But let's talk about.
I mean, he is young. We acting like
a meniscus
he just got
tear.
His leg cut off or something. He young. He gonna come back from this. He gonna come back from this now.
Yeah, no, I'm not. But I'm talking more so because he wasn't that good as a rookie.
Right.
I mean, I'm not talking. The injury is the time. I'm not talking about if he comes back and he's healthy. God bless. I hope he does come back healthy, and he is young. I'm not focusing in on the injury itself. I'm focusing in on the collateral damage of it. If he is out for the first couple games of the season, and the New York Jets, not a team that always wins, but a team that has struggled, gets out to a fast start in the season.
2-0, whoever the quarterback is,
coming out.
They're going to the bench.
I don't believe it.
100% guarantee. Guarantee.
The injury report
guarantee.
Is
now, I will say this. If he's not 100%, they would probably keep the quarter. But at that point, what is it? That'd be about 4.5 weeks out if he missed the first 2 games. They saying it's 2 to 4 weeks. He's a young quarterback. You need to see what you have. We know that. And so, Flacco, Mike White, whoever it is, you go 2-0, you back to the bench.
But if I'm Coach Salah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, if this veteran quarterback has led us to a 2-0 start,
he going to the bench.
Maybe 3-0.
He going to the bench. He going to the bench.
Know, man.
Zach Wilson is your future.
Why
and
would
if he's not,
if you're
you
a team,
need to find out.
But if you're a team that hasn't been successful and you're
2-0 don't mean you're going to be successful. You just won 2 games.
But you've started out with 2 wins than you probably generally would start off with.
I don't even know who they play. They not starting 2-0. It's a moot point.
I think they drafted well this year. But
and see, like,
y'all have been strong hounds.
And you guys said this a second ago. Well, he didn't play well last year.
He didn't.
Who was his starting receivers? Can you name one of them?
I don't care.
No,
why do you always go to the receivers when the quarterbacks that you are high on don't play well?
No, it's every quarterback.
Oh, last week it was Trevor Lawrence. Oh, who was his wide receiver?
You couldn't even name him, though. You couldn't name him.
It don't matter.
I can name Zach Wilson.
Hold up.
Trash season.
Any rookie.
Trash season. I can name Zach Wilson.
How many rookie quarterbacks outside of Burrow, Herbert, played well in the last 5 years that you can remember?
As a rookie?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Later in the year.
You can't.
Well,
you can't.
Give me a second to think.
You can't.
Did Kyler Murray play well as a rookie?
You can't. Yeah.
All right.
And then
we gave you one, TJ.
Go look at those teams and say, who are the wideouts? Okay.
Hey, look, we up on the break, but
wait.
Hey, but look.
Hey, who was the wideouts for the Chargers? Oh, he had Keenan. Oh, okay. Who was the wideout for Joe Burrow? Oh, okay. He had. Who's wide open for Kyler Murray? Oh, yeah, they had Hopkins. Oh, okay, now it's starting to make sense, huh?
Hey,
yeah.
They start the season off with the Ravens,
L,
the Browns,
L,
the Bengals,
L,
the Steelers,
possible L. They for sure 0-3.
the
for
Dolphins,
sure.
and then the Packers.
See? You see
if I'm Zach
they
Wilson,
might be 0-5.
If I'm Zach Wilson, I might not want to come back until they get done with Green Bay.
Listen, they're
I
definitely
might
not,
wait till they get done with Green Bay before I
They
come
are
back.
going to make sure this man.
They may be Cleveland. They may. It's possible, but for sure 0-1.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, listen, you're listening to Up On Game. That's the smooth sounds of TJ Houshmandzadeh and Plaxico Burress.
He angry.
TJ crazy. Hey, look here.